Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon Geeky Sparkles sitting this video out. We had some technical difficulties over the weekend. Lost power for about 2 days, so she's scrambling trying to get stuff done around the house that needs to get done, so you're stuck with me. We're going to talk about chess. Yeah, I don't really talk about chess. I used to play chess. It was okay. My dad, I guess, was really good. He was really good at chess. But we're going to talk about how chess.com whacked the beehive. They said that they are accepting new names for the bishop. We got to rename the bishop, probably because it's problematic. You know, they're trying to say that it was a joke, but it definitely rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And this isn't the first time, I guess, they've made jokes about renaming the bishop or poking fun at the bishop. And some people think it's meant to be anti-Christian. Other people are just like, God, you're just being dumb. So let's talk about this. This is not going to canonically change the bishop in chess for all people. But yeah, if it was a troll, they got a lot of attention. 43 million views on this thing over the weekend. Dang. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. If you're looking for updates when we upload new videos, clownfishtv.substack.com, sign up for notifications. Also, if you missed out on the Shadowbinders pin set, you're in luck. You can actually go out to Kickstarter, and they have something that works kind of like in demand, where you can still pledge to back this pin set, and it's going to turn out really nice. I think they're going to be 2-inch hard enamel pins, so the colors aren't going to be like sunk down in, you know, like the cheapy pins. These are like the really good ones, and it's going to have our new Nidaria Entertainment logo on them. First merch we've made with that logo. We have a couple dozen of these set aside for people. If you're a late backer, they're on their way. They're already with the manufacturer. You can go out to Kickstarter for that. The Shadowbinders Steampunk Fantasy Hard Enamel Pin Set Series 1. You know, you have to describe it for people. But there we go. All right, so let's talk about this. So this is the offending post. Chess.com said, accepting new name ideas for the piece. Deserto has a whole story about it. Chess.com causes carnage after asking fans to rename one of the pieces. They don't own the bishop. The chess world erupted. Sorry, I just keep thinking Chess, the musical. One night in Bangkok. I said cock, it's funny. The chess world erupted over a post from chess.com asking their followers for a new name for one of the game's pieces. On March 14th, chess.com made a lighthearted post on X. Was it really lighthearted? Or are they like, we have to purge religion from our game? Asking for alternate names for the bishop, but it caused a much bigger conversation than anyone would have anticipated, largely due to the religious connotation of the actual name. Accepting new names for this piece, chess.com said. The tweet is nothing new for chess.com. The account has made the exact same post for other pieces, such as rooks. However, that didn't stop from people getting riled up. So they've done this before. This is accepting new names for this piece. Well, there we go, guys. There we go. So they don't like the rooks either. So was it like once a month we go through and try to piss people off? Almost immediately, the post went viral to the tune of 38 million views. This is at 43 million now as of the recording of this video, with the arguments breaking out in the comments as some claimed it was an attempt to erase the name of the piece due to the religious etymology. They're trying to take religion out of chess. Chess drama erupts over renaming the bishop. In the comments, it was a tense affair, with some seriously not impressed by the post. Why would we throw out hundreds of years of history just because it hurts your feelings? Fire whoever is in charge of your social media and beg for forgiveness. No, you're not going to rename the bishop. Not now, not ever. Go woke, go woke, go broke, checkmate. Can checkers? Yeah, checkers went broke. Checkers is chess for broke people. Can chess go broke? Can it go broke? I don't know. It's chess. I don't know if it can go broke. Eric S. Raymond says, I'm a secularist atheist. That is a mouthful. Secularist atheist chess fan. Okay. Who thinks you should stuff your attempt to erase bishop up the bodily orifice of your choice. Some traditions should not be messed with, even if they have religious connotations. Well, just because it's named or has a religious connotation doesn't mean you're forced to adhere to the religious ideology, right? Sometimes a name is just a name. Some traditions should not be messed with, yeah, he said. However, many others were baffled by what they believed to be an overreaction to a joke. YouTuber Gotham Chess was dismayed, calling it an absolute circus. Apparently, there are chess YouTubers. Did you know that? That's crazy. If you want to entertain yourself for hours, read the responses to the post. He mocked adding the responses to this post fully encapsulate what is wrong with this platform and more generally the world. So far, chess.com hasn't responded, but did urge users to stop suggesting the piece continue to be called Bishop. This isn't the first time they've caused confusion with a tweet about bishops. That's why people are getting all pissy about it. Back in January, the account tweeted a joke patch notes for chess where bishops were buffed to transfer from a white or black square once per game. I think they're just, I don't know. They probably knew this was going to cause some controversy. And anyway, let's look at some of these responses. Possum reviews Bishop. Kangman Lee, why are you trying to erase the word Bishop? And Francis Fu. So in English, we can name it Crazy. Gotham Chess, yeah, said that Heels versus Babyface as Bishop. Galloway Woodworks, those are bishops. They've been referred to as bishops since the early Middle Ages. They will continue to be called bishops. Call them pointy hat men. It's called elephant in most languages. Is that true? I don't know. Guys is an elephant in the original Persian. Okay, so now we're getting a little, is this accurate? You chess historians who somehow listen to Clownfish TV, or those of you who want to bother using Google, you can fact check that. You're right, Bishop is too ambiguous. The black is now called His All Holiness, the Archbishop of Constantinople, New Rome, and the Patriarch. The white one's called Bishop of Rome, Vicar of Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't think that's going to fly. There we go. Mr. Chess and Watch. I'd be down with that one. Mr. Chess and Watch. That's what most people do. They just watch people play chess. Shooter, Hunter, Elephant. Like it's called in other languages. Bishop is cringe. Cardinal, Friar, Monsignor, Deacon, Abbot, Prior, Vicar. I feel like we're talking about aliens here. Conquistador. Upset guy. It does. My daughter calls it the pointer and calls the king the pretzel. Had such a harmless post trigger so many people. In Norway, we call this a runner. In France, we call it the jester. The one on the left is Bob. The one on the right is Francis. Mermaid. Oh, no. You can't call it Mustache Man. I think it was supposed to be a fun post. Now it's filled with hate for some reason. Hey, welcome to social media. It doesn't really matter. Let's see what these quote retweets are like. I just think this is fascinating. Like, people are really upset about it. They're really upset about this. Prime Minister of Palau? Right-wingers will forever be the biggest babies online because how are you getting offended by chess.com? Okay. Coke Lives Matter says, oh, cool. Chess is making a joke about renaming pieces, and now they're doing the bishop. I wonder what cool names Twitter came. Oh, the reply is, you like my silly hat. You are an enemy of Christ. Oh, my gosh. And then we have Mustache Man. I don't know if I can say his name in the video. Kiki says, F your atheist gay race communism. That's a bishop. Forever will be. Okay. Really a chess guy. I used to play chess a lot. And I just don't play it. Maybe this is why I don't play it. I don't know. Yahtzees, when you make a joke about chess, they're angry. Conservatives, liberals are such easily offended snowflakes. Conservatives, when the chess account makes a joke. Yahtzees in the neo, not just regular Nazis, neo Yahtzees in the comments trying to explain how it's the fault of a certain kind of people. Let's put it that way. It's just, you're not going to rename the bishop. Not now, not ever. Go woke, go broke, checkmate. Is this just not insanity? What are these people's problems? Okay, the pretzel's kind of fun. Burner. I'm sure this is a totally serious account. Burner444 says, we're too soft on females. No wonder so many grow up with zero respect to rules and regulations, says Burner. Delta here says, chess.com tries funny trend of wacky names for chess pieces. After looking for new names for the rook, They move on to the bishop. Accidentally forgets shitter is hypersensitive and reactionary. Blue check marks take this as an attack on Christianity. Oh boy. Yeah. So, I mean, look, you gotta tell me, guys. You gotta tell me, is this something that has been going on for a while, that they've been trying to rename the bishop? I don't know. I think it's nuts that it's gotten to this point. And I think it's also kind of wild, too, that people are into chess now. Because we just had a whole thing going on about jeans. Jeansgate or something. You're not allowed to wear jeans when you play chess. I don't know. You know, people thought chess was boring. Apparently, yeah, there you go. That's actually kind of what it looks like. Yes, the tiny pleasure device. Anyway, I am going to wrap this up. I have nothing else to say. 43 million views on a post about the bishop. But there we go, guys. Is it just an innocuous joke? Or are they trying to supplant Christianity? Take Christianity, take Jesus out of chess, because, you know, he often played chess with the Pharisees mentally in the Bible. That was kind of a thing. All right, anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.